60 Stunning Photos from History. Part 46. 13-year-old Cher at a police station, 1959. She was arrested after borrowing her mother's car. Miss America contestants including Miss Bronx, Edith Higgins 1925. Who would you vote for? African Muscu woman Labrit Slip Plate Chad Africa, 1930. Serge Gainsbourg and Jane Birkin, 1968. Extreme hydrocephalus and diplegia, 1919. Actress Donna Drake playfully takes aim with a rifle on the balcony of her Los Angeles home, 1942. 1959 Ford police car. Chinese Americans protesting scrap iron shipments to Japan, 1939. Photo from a Ku Klux Klan march in Washington, D.C., September 13, 1926. Bikini Contest, California, 1986. Write in the comments which number would you vote for. British illusionist Jeffrey Atkins at Heathrow Airport, 1971. The Iranian women's soccer team, 1976. I wonder what they would look like today. A first-class cabin on the Titanic, 1912. Write in the comments if you like the interior. First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt at Chazy Lake, New York with a .22 Smith & Wesson she carried when refusing her Secret Service protection, 1934. In 1924, Ruth Malcolmson was crowned Miss America at the age of 18, following her victory as Miss Philadelphia in 1923. The Codex Gigas, also known as the Devil's Bible, is the largest and most mysterious manuscript in the world. Pope John Paul II meets with the man who tried to assassinate him, 1983. A comparison of size between the Titanic and a contemporary cruise ship. Drinking bootleg alcohol, 1925. Dutch children play near American AM-107 155mm howitzer shells on a city street, 1944. Heather Locklear, a classic beauty reigning the 1980s. Women of a tribe living in Namibia, who became famous for their amazing braids at the beginning of the last century, 1926. A rare photo of North Korean leader Kim Il-sung showing a tumor on his neck, late 1980s. X-ray of Nikola Tesla's leg, taken by himself using a device of his own invention, 1896. Evil Knievel impersonator, 1970s. Bellini making the Conch 1 leap from his rope into Niagara River, New York, 1873. Selling for 2 cents a gallon, 1920s. How do you like the prices? Pouring champagne, 1920s. Diamond Joe Esposito. He is credited by the FBI as being the first known Sicilian mafia member to emigrate to the United States, 1928. Panama Prison, 1908. European-only bench, South Africa, 1958. A Turk washes his feet before his last prayers while Bulgarian soldiers prepare a gallows for him, 1913. Protest against racial integration in schools, USA, 1959. Car jump, El Paso, Texas, 1922. A Viet Cong deserter sapper shows Americans how guerrillas overcome wire fences, 1967. Winston Churchill in various hats. Bicycle Club, 1884. A Lockheed XFV-1 turboprop vertical takeoff and landing fighter at Edwards Air Force Base, California, 1954. A woman in a gas mask walks with a stroller, Germany, 1942. The time difference between these two photos is 66 years. An interesting newspaper from 2011. Write your opinion on this. Pearl Rambo, 14, weighed 276 kilograms. As a child, she performed at carnivals as the heaviest woman in the world. Her life was cut short in 1918 due to the Spanish flu. During the Hungarian uprising, children burned Soviet literature and propaganda on Váci Street in Budapest, 1956. Looting during the Brooklyn blackout, 1977. Police beat up participants in an LGBT march, New York, August 1970. Director Roman Polanski sits on the doorstep of his home after the murder of his pregnant wife, Sharon Tate, by Charles Manson's followers, 1969. Removing trash from an apartment where two brothers had accumulated about 130 tons of junk. One of the brothers tried to get to his paralyzed brother, but was killed under the rubble. Maria Fikakova, a Czechoslovak nurse convicted of murdering at least 10 newborns, 1961. Pictured is an investigative experiment. Detroit Police Tug-of-War Team, 1991. Ornella Muti, 1970s. Sorting tea in Ceylon, Sri Lanka, 1880s. Turkmen Takinskis in unusual attire, 1868. Harvey Glattman took a photo of Shirley in Bridgeford, bound and gagged, shortly before he took her life, 1952. Children's entertainment in England, 1978. Write about how you entertained yourself as a child. Uzbek schoolgirls in a math class, Tashkent, 1921. Grady Franklin Stiles, Jr., was born in Pittsburgh on July 18, 1937, the sixth in a long line of lobstermen. Gwyneth Paltrow as a child. British film actress Jacqueline Bisset, 1969. Two border patrol officers attempt to keep a fugitive in the U.S., 1920s. A Japanese soldier adjusts the head of a Chinese man before chopping it off, 1938. 26-year-old pregnant Sharon Tate, 1 week before her brutal murder, August 1969. A clamp holds the eye open to show where a scalpel should be positioned to remove a cataract, 1870. Failed takeoff, 1920. Write your opinion, how did they manage to catch this incident on camera in those years? B-36 bomber crew, U.S. Air Force, Arctic, 1950s. Sequoia National Park, USA, 1915. Japanese field baths during the Russo-Japanese War, 1904. After the war, Messerschmitt produced three-wheeled vehicles like these instead of fighters, 1954.